morning team, here for your daily financial update. Let's start with generic online calculators. So this is what you type in when you say, can I get a loan? You don't want to speak to anyone and you're just putting in your numbers or what you think your numbers are into a generic online calculator. It may look a bit like this. Unfortunately, these calculators are not always accurate. They don't look at your full financial position, so it can sometimes spit out a number that isn't accurate for you. As a mortgage advisor, we look at your full financial position so we can personalize it to you. Another thing to note when you type in home loan calculators, it comes up with the individual bank. So it might guide you into one way or another, maybe just your own bank, because that's the one you know. When you type in all your information, it might bring up a number that is not actually accurate to you or what another bank may lend you. So instead of going through all the individual calculators yourself, we have access to 30 plus lenders at ease and do the calculations for you. So it saves you a lot of admin. Next, let's look at what the banks are actually looking at. So is it things like Netflix, Disney, you spend on the weekend? They do definitely look at these, but the more important are what loans you have going on. So if you have things like credit cards, home loans, student loans, these are things that can impact your lending. It doesn't mean you can't get lending, but it just means that your lending may be reduced. A big thing to note is dishonors or missed payments. The bank does not like this at all. So if you have any missed payments, it's worth just keeping on top of those for at least 3 months before you come to us. But again, if it's just a one-off and you have reason for it, we can work with that. So just make sure you take note of your loans, your expenses, and dishonors missed payments. Lastly, team, let's talk about competitive rates. So the banks at the moment are being super competitive. If you've got a fixed rate rolling over towards the end of this year, it's really important to have a review. You don't know, you could be missing out on thousands of dollars, you could get a better rate, and it makes a huge difference to the money in your pocket. So get in touch. See you all tomorrow.